Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. I hope you guys are doing okay today. Whether you're struggling and it's a tough day, or if it's a day full of blessings and you're thankful, no matter how your day's going, I want you to know that you're loved, that you're important, that you are cared for. Brothers and sisters, I want to be sharing with you a poem that I wrote this morning, and it is about what someone goes through when they've imagined a life together with someone, of spending the rest of their days with that special person, of marriage and family and kids, and just the dreams that you have when you meet that person who completes you. You know, when you meet that person who you feel safe around. And so I wrote a poem about how it feels that my heart is buried. And when this person walked away, they broke my heart, they shattered it, and I don't think I'll ever be able to put the pieces back together. I don't think I will ever fully heal. And so that's what the poem is about, is healing even possible when that person shatters your heart into a million pieces? So let's do this. The title of this poem is called Half of My Heart Was Buried With You. And I'm gonna start. Liz, I wish I could tell you that I'm doing better. I wish I could say your name doesn't stop me in the middle of my day. I wish I could hear a song we used to love without feeling something inside my chest collapse. But I can't lie, I still miss you. I miss you in ways I don't know how to explain without sounding broken. I miss your voice, your smile, the little things I probably didn't appreciate enough while I still had them. I miss knowing that somewhere in this world there was a person I could call mine, and now there's just this enormous silence where you used to be. People tell me time will make it easier, but maybe they're right. But nobody tells you what to do with the time before it gets easier. Nobody tells you what to do with the mornings when you wake up and for one stupid second you forget that they are gone. Nobody tells you how painful it is to remember all over again, every single morning. I keep expecting my heart to eventually get tired of missing you, but it hasn't. It just keeps beating around the empty space you left behind. And sometimes I wonder if that space will ever close, because it feels like half of my heart was buried with you. And I don't know if I will ever see that half again. There are ghosts that haunt houses, and then there are ghosts that live inside people. You are the second kind. I carry you everywhere. I carry you when I wake up. I carry you when I eat alone. I carry you when I hear laughter and I remember what it felt like to laugh with you. I carry you when the room gets quiet, especially then, because silence has a way of bringing everything back. I remember the things I wish I couldn't forget, and I remember the things I would give anything to experience one more time. That is the cruelest part. I don't only miss the relationship, I miss the memories. I miss the version of myself that existed when I believed we had a future. I believed you. When you talked about forever, I listened. When you talked about marriage, I believed you. I let myself imagine a life with you. I pictured waking up beside you. I pictured growing old together. I pictured ordinary days that somehow felt extraordinary because you were there. I built a home inside promises, and when everything ended, I didn't just lose you, I lost the future I thought we were going to have. That is a different kind of grief, because you can't mourn something that never happened the same way you mourn something that did. But somehow I still mourn it. I mourn the wedding that never happened, the home we never shared, the years we never got, the photographs we never took, the memories we never made. Sometimes I wonder if I'm grieving you, or grieving the life I thought you and I were going to live. Maybe both. The hardest thing about loving someone is realizing love doesn't always make them stay. I would have stayed, even when things got hard, even when we were hurting, even when we didn't understand each other. I would have stayed and fought for us. Maybe that was my mistake. Maybe I loved you with everything I had when you only had a part of yourself left to give me. I don't know. I've replayed everything so many times that my memories feel like courtroom evidence. This word, that conversation, that night, that mistake, that moment I should have done something differently. I keep searching for the exact second when I lost you, as if finding it would somehow allow me to go back, as if I could stand in that moment and beg myself, don't say that. Don't do that. Hold her tighter. Tell her you love her. Tell her you don't want to lose her. But life doesn't work that way. There's no rewind button. There's no alternate ending. There's only now. And now, I'm learning how to live with a story that didn't end the way I wanted. I wish you knew how many nights I have wanted to call you, how many times I've opened my phone and stared at your name, how many times I've written words I never sent, how many times I've wanted to say, I still love you. Not because I expect you to come back, not because I want to pressure you, but because some feelings don't disappear just because the relationship does. They say heartbreak is just a metaphor. I don't believe that. Because sometimes I can actually feel it, that ache in the middle of my chest, that heaviness that doesn't have a name, that feeling like something important was ripped out of me and left the wound open. Half my heart feels buried, deep underground, where sunlight can't reach it, where nobody can resurrect it. And maybe that's what scares me the most. What if this is permanent? What if I never love that deeply again? What if every person I meet after you gets compared to a memory? What if I spend years trying to find that feeling I had with you? What if I smile with someone else, but somewhere inside I'm still remembering yours? I don't want to become that person. I don't want to live in the past. But I don't know how to stop visiting it, because the past has your face. It sounds like your voice, it feels like your hands, it carries your name, Liz. 3 letters, and somehow these 3 letters can still destroy me. I hate that. I hate how much power your memory has over me. I hate that I can be having a perfectly normal day and suddenly miss you so badly that I don't know what to do with myself. I hate that I still care. But more than anything, I hate pretending that I don't. There are things I never told you, things I wish I had said louder. You mattered to me more than I knew how to explain. You weren't just another relationship, you became part of my identity, part of my routine, part of my dreams, part of the way I imagined tomorrow. And when you left, tomorrow became terrifying, because I didn't know what it looked like anymore. I had spent so much time imagining a future with you that I never learned how to imagine one without you. Maybe that's why I'm still struggling. I'm not just learning how to live without you, I'm learning how to recognize myself without us. And that is painful, because somewhere along the way, I gave pieces of myself to loving you. Some pieces willingly, some pieces without even realizing it. And now I'm standing here trying to collect what remains. I don't blame you for every broken piece. I don't want this poem to be an accusation. It's just the truth. I loved you. I really, really loved you. And losing you hurt more than I knew losing someone could. Maybe someday I will understand why we weren't meant to stay together. Maybe someday I will look back without crying. Maybe someday your name will just be a name. But today you are still the person my heart recognizes before my mind remembers that you are gone. If you ever wonder whether I cared, I did. If you ever wonder whether I loved you, I did. If you ever wonder whether losing you hurt, it did. More than I ever admitted. There were nights I didn't know what to do with myself. Nights when I stared at the ceiling and wished I could turn my thoughts off. Nights when I wanted one more conversation, one more hug, one more chance to hear you say my name. One more ordinary day that I didn't know was going to become a memory. I would give almost anything for one ordinary day. Not to change the ending, just to experience the middle again. To sit beside you, to hear you laugh, to look at you and not know that someday I would miss you this much. That's the tragedy of memories. You never know which moments are going to become sacred until they are already gone. I wish I had known. I wish I had held those moments tighter. I wish I had realized how quickly forever can become yesterday. And if you ever wonder whether I still think about you, yes. Sometimes too much, sometimes not at all. Sometimes I convince myself I'm finally letting go. Then something happens, a song, a smell, a place, a memory, and suddenly I'm back there, back with you, back when I still believed we had time. I am slowly learning that letting go doesn't mean I have to stop loving you. It means I have to stop destroying myself trying to hold on to someone who isn't holding on to me. That's different. I can love you and still walk forward. I can miss you and still choose tomorrow. I can remember you without living inside the memory of you. I can be grateful for what we had without begging for what we lost. But God, some days that lesson hurts. Some days I don't want to be strong. Some days I don't want another lesson. I just want her. I want the person I thought would be beside me. I want the future I imagined. I want the life I thought was waiting for us. And maybe grieving means admitting that. Maybe healing isn't pretending I don't care. Maybe healing is finally telling the truth. I miss her. I loved her. I wanted forever. And I am heartbroken that forever didn't happen. But I am still here, still breathing, still waking up, still trying, even with half my heart buried somewhere I can't reach. Maybe one day I will discover that the other half is enough to keep me alive. Maybe one day something beautiful will grow over the grave of what I lost. I don't know. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying. Liz, I don't know if you will ever read this. Maybe you won't. Maybe these words will disappear into the internet like everything else. Maybe these words will disappear into the internet like everything else. But I needed somewhere to put the love I don't know where to put anymore. So I'm putting it here. I loved you. I miss you. I am hurt. I am angry. I am grateful. I am confused. I am healing. And sometimes I am none of those things. Sometimes I'm just a man standing in the ruins of something he desperately wanted to survive. I don't know what happens next. I don't know if our paths will ever cross again. I don't know if someday we will sit across from each other as strangers and pretend we don't remember everything. I don't know if I will ever stop loving the person you were to me. But I know this, you were real, what I felt was real, the love was real, and even though the ending broke me, I refuse to believe that loving you was meaningless. You were part of my story. A painful chapter, yes, but still a chapter I will always remember. And maybe someday I will stop asking why you left. Maybe someday I will stop wondering what I could have done differently. Maybe someday I will forgive myself for not being enough to make someone stay. Because love was never supposed to be measured by who stayed, and maybe, just maybe, the half of my heart I thought was buried with you was never really yours to keep. Maybe it was mine all along. Maybe I just forgot how to find it. So goodbye, Liz. Not because I stopped caring, not because I stopped remembering, not because the love disappeared, but because I have to learn how to carry it without letting it carry me into the grave. I will miss you. There will probably always be a part of me that does. But I hope one day I can say your name without breaking. I hope one day I can remember your smile and smile too. I hope one day I can look at the life I built after you and realize I survived the loss of the person I thought I couldn't live without. Until then, I will keep walking, even with the hole, even with the scars, even with half a heart. I will keep walking. Because maybe the light isn't gone. Maybe I'm just still underground. And maybe one day I will finally see the light again. So, brothers and sisters, that's what I wrote when it came to having your heart broken by that person who you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with. And this is something that I struggle with on a daily basis, that I miss this person so much, and thinking about what could have been, our life together and a family, and just thinking about the dreams we had when we were together. It saddens me, and I know that I can't change what happened. And like this poem talks about, it's important to be able to let go. It's important to be able to walk away and admit that, you know what, you can't change this. It happened. and that person walked out of your life, and so you need to be able to accept that pain and move forward. Even though it's very painful, you still have to process the pain, reflect, and then move on, because part of enjoying your life and part of having a good life, one that's fulfilling, is about moving on when you know the past is the past. So I just wanted to share this poem with you guys because it's something that I've been carrying with me in my heart for quite a while. I know I'm not alone in this. I know that I'm not alone when it comes to being hurt by someone who you thought they were the one. They were the one that you were ready to settle down with. I know I'm not the only one that got hurt. So this is for brothers and sisters who are in a similar position to where you're looking back and you're trying to figure out, where did you go wrong? What did you do? Did you deserve it? The pain? Was it your fault? So many questions. But brothers and sisters, please let me know what you think about this poetry piece. I truly want to know if you relate to it, if you know somebody who can relate to it. Just let me know what your thoughts are. Did you like this piece? I'd love to know your thoughts. And brothers and sisters, before we end this video, I just want to say that in terms of my day, my schizophrenic update, my day's going okay. I was able to go to Starbucks, get a orange creamsicle frappuccino, and able to do some journaling, read some scripture, read my Bible, listened to some worship music, and it's been a good day overall. I'm going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons later this evening with some friends, and so my day has, I feel fulfilled. I feel like today has been a positive day, one that I've been able to cope, even though my schizophrenia challenges me every day. The voices, the demons, the spirits, the hallucinations, the paranoia. Even though my schizophrenia likes to test me and challenge me every day, I was able to overcome today. I was able to cope with, I was able to rely on my Lord and Savior. And so I feel like today overall was a positive day filled with blessings. So yeah, well, brothers and sisters, I am going to end this video here. I just want you to know that you are loved, you are important, your life matters, and you're not alone. So if you think you're alone, if you think no one understands, that's BS. I promise you, my dear brother, my dear sister, you can go on TikTok, you can go on Facebook, you can go on Instagram, you can go on any app, and you'll find people who are going through what you're going through. You're going to be able to find people who want to support you, who want to help carry the burdens that you are carrying. So you're not in this battle alone. You're not on this adventure alone. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. God bless, and have a wonderful evening. Peace.